Hi guys, Megan here, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made this onesie for my son's first birthday party using a freezer paper stencil. And the great thing about using this type of stencil is that you can put any image you want on here, so it's totally customizable. You can have something unique that no one else is going to have that you made, so it's even more special. And you can put it on a plain t-shirt, a onesie, really any kind of fabric you can put this on. So let's jump into the video. For this project, you're going to need a plain onesie, an X-Acto knife with a new blade, some paint that can be sprayed onto the shirt, a pencil, a ruler if you have straight lines in your design, some freezer paper, and you will need your image that you want to transfer onto the onesie. We're going to take our image and then put your piece of freezer paper over top of the image, and you want the shiny side to be down, facing your image. And now we're just going to trace our image. I'm going to use my ruler for the one so that I can get a really straight line. Now I have my image traced onto the freezer paper, and I decided not to include the bow because I'm going to be making a bow tie for this shirt, and I thought it might just be a little too much. So I'm just using this image here, and you can see that I've kind of gone over the lines a little bit, but that's totally okay because we're going to cut it out with our X-Acto knife. So I'm just going to make sure I follow the correct line. And you want to make sure that you don't rip the paper. That's why it's important that your X-Acto knife is very sharp. Otherwise you'll get bleeding when we put the paint on. So just make sure that you have a nice sharp knife, and we're just going to cut out our image like so. And I am using just a few pieces of cardboard as a cutting mat, but you could obviously use an actual cutting mat, or cardboard works just as well. Here's my final image now that I've cut it out. So I have the nice bear head shape and the number 1. So now I'm going to iron this onto the onesie. I have my image centered where I want it to be on the onesie. So now I have my iron on the hottest heat setting, and I'm just going to press it down onto the freezer paper. And again, this is the shiny side of the freezer paper that is against the onesie. So you can think of it as the shiny side is what's going to stick to the fabric. And so I like to press and slide the iron over, and you want to do that for quite a while, like probably a good few minutes or 5 minutes, so that it really gets stuck down there, so that when we apply the paint we won't get any bleeding. So I'm going to insert this piece of cardboard so that the paint doesn't bleed through the shirt. So I just slid that underneath the fabric, and now I have my paint, and all the paints are going to have different instructions. So I was shaking this, and then I'm just going to spray it evenly. So that's one coat. And then it says to wait 5 minutes between coats. So I think I'm going to do another coat. And here's the second coat. So now that this has been drying for a little over 30 minutes, I'm going to peel off the middle pieces very carefully. And you can use a tool to do this also, which I probably should have done, but turned out okay. And this is still a bit sticky, so make sure you get rid of that part. And then peel off the rest. So that's what our shirt looks like. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks.